everybody, welcome to Autism Family Vlog. We are in beautiful southern Utah, just walking around, getting a breath of fresh air. We're getting a little bit cabin feverish where we were up north. So,
ow, ow.
You okay, Connor?
Car sick a little. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
Anyway,
Ow.
kids have been real busy
I'm car sick.
getting into trouble.
Ow.
So right now we're just walking around Dixie State
Ow.
University.
Ow. Ow.
And Brittany might want to come here sometime, years from now, just to finish up her degree, probably in the medical field. So we're just looking around, just kind of pipe dreaming, see what we can see. All right, so I guess I'll get the negative stuff out of the way first. Because the kids have been really cabin feverish, they've been breaking a lot of stuff. Alistair tried climbing the fridge. He broke one of the plastic drawers. He fell down on a broken glass of jam, and he got a bunch of glass shards in his hand, and I had to pick them out. We thought we'd have to rush him to the hospital, but the shards were small enough to where they couldn't stitch it. The holes were too small, but it made his hand really bloody. We patched it up. He's doing fine now, but just an example of getting cabin fever. Normally we have a chain on the fridge and everything, but sometimes, guys, we forget we're human. All right, you guys, so the other thing is Ian broke his door, the new door, the one that some of you helped pay for because you were just kind and you wanted to give us something in the way of donations. So we got the new door, if you've seen some of our other videos, and he broke that one off the hinges. Now, the door is intact, but the screw holes where the screws went in, they're all stripped. So I was gonna do a video showing you guys how to fix it, but I was just tired. I was exhausted at that point. So I took some pictures, but basically we went to Panda Express, we got some chopsticks, and you can use everything from toothpicks to those little wooden golf tees. And we went in there and just plugged the hole basically with some wood glue and the chopstick, and just let that dry, and then broke it off, and we're gonna sand it down. And that will create basically a new hole for the screw to go into. And apparently it works like a champ. I guess we're gonna see. And I think the last negative thing to get out of the way is Brittany's back has really been hurting her. She's been trying to lift Alistair, take care of the boys. They're just getting too big for her, basically. And it's kind of scary because, what is she gonna do when Ian gets to be my height or taller? He probably is gonna be taller than me. I'm 6'4". I bet Ian will probably end up being like 6'7", most likely. And that'll be when he's like 15, 16 years old. So, what is she supposed to do when he's that big, he's thrashing around? Maybe his medications aren't as effective as they used to be, that kind of thing. We're already dealing with that stuff, having a hard time disciplining the kids. So she keeps throwing out her back, and we keep going to the chiropractor to help her fix her back. But that can only last for so long. So we've talked about in the future, like, gosh, guys, I don't know when, but like maybe 2 years, 3 years from now, switching roles where I become Mr. Mom because I'm big enough to handle the kids and she goes back to work. But then we kind of have to reinvent ourselves. And I'd hate to do that because, I don't mean to sound cocky, but I'm kind of at the top of my gang. I work for a Fortune 500 company. It's taken forever to get to this point. Over a decade of just working in video production, and I'm working for a very good company. I love the people I work with. They're all awesome people. Very few things to complain about there. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to watch my kids and take care of them, but I just don't know. Brittany's having a really hard time with it. And I'd also love to teach them some life skills as a father because they're sons. So if Brittany had girls, I would say it would probably be better if you stayed home and watched them and taught them how to be, young women and stuff like that. But as they're young boys, I think it would probably be best if I watched them. Again, I'm just talking out of my neck. Is that a saying? Is that an expression? I'm just thinking out loud here, just in the future of what might happen. Nothing's carved in stone. We've tossed ideas back and forth, but yeah, we're just checking out. You can probably see it here, Dixie University, just for a possibility of maybe, years from now, we'll see if she goes back here. It's the cheapest place to go in Utah right now, and right now cheapest is, we don't have much of a choice when it comes to finances. But yeah, it just kind of breaks my heart that our kids are getting that difficult. They're fine right now. I mean, Ian's on medication. We've been driving around. You can see him back there. But as I'll show you in some footage. Ian. Ian, stop hitting yourself, please. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, easy, easy. Lay down. Lay down.
My mouth's shaking. Why?
It's okay. Tear it. Tear it. Does that help you?
No, it doesn't. I'm feeling more sad.
It just depends. He still has meltdowns. Connor's been doing a lot better. But Alistair, we're still not sure about. We don't know where Alistair's going to end up in the future. It's really hard to say. But Alistair's speech is getting better, I will say that. He still stims and has issues and has motor skill issues, but...
Ian, you're not there.
You guys doing okay? Hey guys, there's plenty of rocks around here. You don't have to fight over one rock.
Okay.
Anyway, the rest of the trip, we're gonna go do fun stuff. We'll be positive. Just wanted to get the negative things out of the way because that's just life. That happens.
We're above Arizona.
We're above Arizona. We're still in Utah, actually, just over the border at a place called Bulldogs Knolls, out in the middle of nowhere. It's really cool too because it brings back memories of Southern California for me.
Yeah,
Well, the desert, the Mojave.
dangerous.
We're actually at the very, very northern tip of the Mojave Desert.
Where snakes live.
Ian's freaking out about snakes. If I see a snake, I'll let you know, okay?
Okay. Just protect me.
So, thought I got all the negative stuff out of the way, but Ian got food poisoning last night. So that was a bit of an interesting thing. What happened is we went to Jack in the Box like a couple of idiots. And I thought they learned from their ways. Back in the 80s and 90s, they had a food poisoning crisis and it nearly shut them down. And it seems like they're back at it again. They were good there for a while. Their tacos were really good. But Ian was in Walmart the other night and he's like, Dad, I think I'm gonna throw up. So we just rush over to the bathrooms. He gets to the men's bathroom. Of course, it's under maintenance. They're cleaning it. So he tries to run into the women's bathroom, which is really interesting. But he didn't even make it in. He just threw up right at the entrance, much to the surprise of a lot of people. But anyway, we got it cleaned up and everything. But that made for an interesting night. So we're just kind of walking around, getting him some fresh air. We're supposed to go to church this morning, but with him throwing up the night before and the kids just bouncing around, you know, sometimes you just try to read those situations and we're like, okay, well, this isn't going to work. So we just came out here. Oh, and before I forget, I need to remember to thank our sponsors. So check out onlineasdlearning.com. One of the services they provide is academic coaching for ASD students over Skype. And during sessions, students will have the opportunity to work on developing their study skills, developing organizational skills, and managing academic responsibilities. So be sure to check them out. We thank them for sponsoring our channel. We really appreciate it. But yeah, anyway, continuing on our conversation. So we didn't go to church today. Sometimes we just have to read those things. And I need to watch out for cacti as I walk here. There's cacti everywhere. Sometimes we take them to church even if they don't want to go. But if they're really just like bouncing off the wall, sometimes we don't try it because we know how it's going to end up. One good thing is church for us is now 2 hours instead of 3 worldwide. So in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, normally it was 3 hours of church on a Sunday or Saturday in different parts of the world. But now it's 2 hours. And so that answered a huge portion of one of our prayers, just to keep the kids going through church. Obviously very difficult. And a lot of you guys asked in the prior videos, well, why do we bring them to church if they don't want to go? Well, why do we brush their teeth? Why do we feed them broccoli? Why do we make them go to school? We believe it's in their best interest. And it's weird because now we're in a society where people are like, I kid you not, we're in a society where people are asking babies permission to change their diapers. They're asking for their consent.
I'm going to Cafe Rio later.
We're going to Cafe Rio later. So I don't even know how that works. And some of you may get offended by this, whatever, but I mean, if the baby says goo goo, is that okay to change their diaper? But if they say gaga, I mean, call Child Protective Services. I don't even know how that works. Wow, that's where we are in society anyway. That's very,
Let's get out
very odd to me.
mountains.
Okay, well, watch out for poop. Watch out for cow poop. You want to say hi, Ian?
Hi, this is Dangerous Mountains where dangerous snakes live.
He's very concerned about the snakes.
Because they kill
It's okay,
people.
we'll keep an eye
and
out.
they eat them.
Okay, let's go. Well, anacondas might, but I don't think a rattlesnake is gonna eat a human. They'll just bite. And you know, sometimes, Ian, they don't bite with venom. They just bite to warn you.
Because they're afraid of humans.
Yeah, but you'll hear them rattle. So listen for the rattle sound, okay?
And they said, human, could you please get away from us?
Right.
And then,
Well, they say it in their own way. So anyway, yeah, it's good that we went to our first 2-hour block of church a couple weeks ago. It was great. But some Sundays we just have to get them out. They're bouncing off the walls. And it bums me out, but you know, life goes on. We just do what we can. Kids are doing great now, as you can see, very calm and collected. And you know, we're in a very beautiful place. So, very grateful for that. It's a very positive thing.
There's a little plaque over there marking it as a national conservation area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's gorgeous. I can definitely tell there's bats and all kinds of stuff here normally when it's warmer.
What do you think, Alistair? Can you believe he's carrying his puppy through this stuff?
Determined.
Hey, yeah, you love that puppy.
I can pet doggy.
You pet doggy? Very good. He is taking that thing everywhere he goes. How are you, Connor? Connor, say hello.
Hello.
It's a headless Connor. Where's Connor? I think you just touched his face. His face is on. Oh, there's no head. That's disgusting. Well, there's a spot where his head used to be. That's nice. Oh, there's Connor. Hi, Connor.
Hi.
How are you doing?
My head went back.
Yeah.
You know why I hide my head? I hide my head in my coat.
I see that. Okay, watch out for cactus, okay? Where are you going, Ian?
I'm going out of the mountains because it's dangerous.
So dangerous.
Because of snakes.
There's snakes everywhere, buddy. It's the desert.
Yeah, I hate
But I think we'll be okay.
snakes.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
Hey, show everyone your shirt. Oh, there's some food on it there. You spilled some oatmeal. But it says, Periodic Table of Minecraft. Isn't that fun? Mm-hmm. For all those Minecraft junkies out there who love Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Dad?
What?
Are you excited for supercars?
Yeah. How's your stomach feeling?
Well, fine.
What is
It feel better
Yeah.
after you threw up?
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah. So yeah, here we're in the wilderness observation area. And I just love it out here. I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but the creosote bushes after it rains, the smell, the Joshua trees, the cholla cactus. So we're gonna try to end this vlog on a positive note. But then, well, Connor threw up in the car. So maybe it wasn't Jack in the Box. I don't know. Maybe it was a delayed reaction to Jack in the Box. Maybe they got stomach flu. Maybe they got car sick. I don't know. But anyway, on a positive note, we are climbing a volcano. Yeah, we actually do have some volcanoes here in Utah. We're kind of at the southwest tip of Utah right now. And it's kind of cool to see these. Oh, I did think of something funny though, depending on your perspective. So we went to the Daughters of Utah Pioneer Museum. Is that what it's called, Brett?
Yep.
Yeah, Daughters of Utah Pioneer. And as you guys know, we're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, nicknamed Mormons. And so we're in this place that has a bunch of Mormon memorabilia, including Brigham Young's bed. Brigham Young was the second prophet of our church. Anyway, we're in there, and you know, like any museum, it's like, do not touch, don't get on the bed or anything like that. So as we're wandering around, hey Ian, will you come here please? Get back on the trail. As we're wandering around, I notice Alistair slips away, as he often does. And I'm like, oh boy, I better go get him. So I find him in one of the rooms we had already been in, and that's where Brigham Young's bed is. And there's Alistair jumping on Brigham Young's bed. So, and that would kind of be like if you're Catholic, that would be like if a little kid snuck in and started jumping on the Pope's bed. Something similar to that. So, anyway, you know, I just chalk it up to childhood innocence and the innocence of autism. I know some people won't think that's funny, but I thought it was kind of, it's just, he's not there. It's out of his wheelhouse. He doesn't think that way. So thought it was kind of funny. So yeah, I suppose I should tell you the other part of that story to Alistair jumping on Brigham Young's bed is that I got him off as quickly as I could. I kind of left you guys hanging there. I just realized. But yeah, he got a couple jumps and then I just ran in and I grabbed him and we got out of that museum pretty quickly. So that's just how it goes. They don't understand rules the same way we do and laws and procedures. I mean, at least at that very young age, most kids, you tell them to get off stuff, they'll do it. But I mean, he's a toddler too, so factor that in. But yeah, we decided to hike back because it's getting kind of muddy, slippery, and I don't know if you can see the cliff here. It's a bit steeper than it looks, but especially towards the top of the volcano. I just don't want Alistair rolling down the hill, hitting a bunch of sharp rocks on the way down. So maybe it's something we'll attempt later. But I'll get a side view here. You can see all the way up the volcano there, kind of fun. Crazy.
Yep, this kid is completely soaked in mud.
Oh no, you're all muddy.
His shoes are
so
ripped.
muddy.
They literally ripped.
Oh no, his
strain.
shoes ripped?
Look.
Oh, they did rip.
Yes, we have to buy new shoes.
Jeez. Trying to keep this vlog positive, but you know.
Hey, fresh air.
Yeah. Hey, we got fresh air.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Winters are hard on us for some reason. They're just hard.
Sick.
Yeah, January's especially. It's right after Christmas. The smog comes in, the inversion in northern Utah. It's, yeah, everyone gets sick. That's just winter. But as Brittany said, we're in a very beautiful location and we're grateful we were able to get out and get some fresh air and have some good times. Yeah. So it looks like we hit a little blizzard on the way back. Hopefully it doesn't get much worse than this. So things are kind of bad. A lot of spin outs. Hey guys, we made it back. It's a little windy. Just wanted you to know that we made it back safely. Things got a little bit crazy on some of the passes coming through southern Utah. But as you can see, we're back and it's snowy and windy. But as always, I want to thank our patrons and subscribers and everybody else, and we really appreciate all you guys. And I know this wasn't the best vlog we ever did, but that's how winters go around here. And it's getting windy, so it's probably blowing in the mic. So I guess I'll see you guys next time.